Hey, what's up? It's Eugene here. Welcome back to another terrific video on my YouTube channel. And in today's video, I will be talking about how to start out in Red Dead Online as an absolute beginner. And I know I'm a little bit late on this, but the reason I'm making this video is because Red Dead Redemption 2 had just recently been released on PC about 2 to 3 months ago. And I'm assuming there will be a lot of new players joining in, and also because until very recently, I was a beginner myself because I waited for the Steam release. I refuse to pay even a single cent to Epic Games. Anyways, enough talking, let's get straight into the guide. The first tip I have for all of you is to finish all the story missions first. The reason being that it gives you gold and money, whilst letting you experience a very detailed online story mode filled with dialogues and cutscenes. The story is interesting and very well scripted. I won't spoil it here, but obviously it is not as detailed and well thought as the single player story, but nonetheless still good for online. There are also sub-missions you can do depending on your honor level. There are honorable missions and dishonorable missions, but I wouldn't worry about your honor level for now. Just do whatever missions that are available to you. Secondly, make sure you save up enough gold to buy one of the many roles that the game has to offer by doing daily challenges and stranger missions. Do daily challenges. They are amazing for racking up gold, especially if you get a streak going. Each challenge nets you around 0.2 gold at the start, but you can net up to half a gold bar if you get to the highest streak. Even if you can't do all the daily challenges, you should still come online and do at least one challenge a day, as it adds to your streak and you'll be able to make more gold after a week. Then next up, a more boring way to make gold is to do stranger missions and dragging them out to the very last minute. This will net you around 0.3 gold and $30 depending on the mission. As you can see here, I finished the mission with 5 minutes to spare and I got like 0.2 gold because I don't really care about the gold as I've already got a decent amount. I don't know why this game pays you more for dragging out the timer and sitting idle for half the mission, and that's why I don't do stranger missions anymore, as the pay is abysmal if you finish it quickly. But if you are a beginner wanting to save up gold quickly for one of the roles, this is a good way to do it. Once you have the 15 gold required to buy a role, I recommend getting the trader role, as it is the simplest role to grasp whilst making you a lot of money passively, unlike the bounty hunter role, which can be quite stressful and boring as you have to drag out the timer, kind of like the stranger missions, as they pay more when you spend more time on the mission. Rockstar really needs to stop paying you judging by how much time you waste on the mission. Seriously, I hate that. Thirdly, you should also avoid player confrontations at this time by switching yourself to defensive mode whilst you still can, since you are a low level and are no match at all to all the high ranked players in this game. And since you will be very tight on cash early on, wasting bullets on gunfights with other players is not very economical. The high rank players will also have all the good guns and ability cards unlocked. From my recent experience playing as a beginner, I've noticed that a lot of the high level players will just attack you and grief you for absolutely no reason whatsoever at the start, because they probably see you as a low level and likely just want to mess around with you and piss you off. I even had one guy who lassoed me, brought me all the way to a lake and drowned me when I only had a revolver. So yeah, people are dicks in this game and will take every opportunity to screw you over, especially if you're new. So for the fourth tip, save cash and don't recklessly spend it on useless items. Invest the money only in useful items and upgrades. I personally don't have a problem with this, but I know a lot of the new players will see something very tempting like some overpriced clothing or a good looking horse with mediocre stats and spend a few $100s they got from grinding at the start and go broke. You should save up your money at the start and invest it in the businesses that you will eventually buy with gold to make more money, as you'll not be making much profit from the businesses unupgraded. But if you do have a comfortable amount of money saved up and with a lot to spare, then fair enough, spend it on some affordable clothing or a good beginner horse. I recommend the Arabian Red Chestnut, as it has decent stats and it's only $250. The starter weapons should also be good enough for the missions that you'll be doing, so only upgrade when you feel like you have enough money or ranked up enough to get a good weapon. I didn't buy myself any clothing items to replace my starter ones until I was around rank 25 to 30. Even now I still have an outfit named Peasant, and that outfit's the one that you get from the very start. It's just a reminder to show that I was a peasant as well when I was starting out in this game. Basically, spend your money wisely, don't buy on impulse as it could set you back hours of work and you'll stay a peasant forever. Last but not least, remember to claim your treasure map rewards. These rewards are given every 5 ranks and you can claim them at the post office or your camp lockbox. and each treasure will net you around 1 to 2 gold and up to $180. This can really help you get started out as a new player when you have very little money and gold. I'm not sure if this is a personal issue, but I forgot to claim my first 3 treasure maps when I first started out. But you can always claim them later, but it's better to do it earlier rather than later. So that's all the tips I have for a beginner starting out in Red Dead Online. I hope you all found these tips useful, and I look forward to making more videos like this in the future. If you have any questions, make sure to leave them in the comments below, and I will try my best to reply to all of them. Anyways, thanks for watching, and goodbye.